Hello everybody, how is it going? My name is Lucas, and today we're going to be checking out the Harley Benton DNAfx GiT Pro. And guys, if this is your first time here, or if you've been there before, make sure you are subscribed. I do lots of cool things here. I do gear reviews, LikesAndDislikes tutorials, mixing tutorials. I do giveaways from time to time. I don't want you to miss any of that cool stuff, so make sure you are subscribed. So guys, let's jump right in. I'm using my Black Cat headless multi-scale guitar. Yes, it has squiggly frets. Yes, it may look strange, but this guitar is awesome. I'm going to prove it to you. And we are going to be checking out my clean tone. I used the Bogner Shiva for it. And here we go. Going to be playing in my split coil position. That's a clean sound. Dialing in a clean sound here, let me tell you, it is one of the easiest things you can do. So, let's talk a little bit about the unit itself. I'm going to breeze through things real quick, talk about some of the issues that I ran into. Let me turn this down. Okay, so the unit itself, build quality, I like it a lot. It's an aluminum housing. Nothing feels cheap. The expression pedal is great. I love the knobs. Everything on here is great. You have a ton of I/O in the front. You have USB recording. But let's bring that up while I'm talking about it. Currently, you cannot find the drivers for the USB recording. It isn't on the site. You can do it if you download ASIO for all. But as of right now, I couldn't figure out a way to do it. So I'm doing it analog out of the front. I'm recording through my DAW, Studio 1.5. I really couldn't figure out a way how to do it through USB port. But you do have USB recording here. You have a ton of ins and outs. Okay, so issues that I had. Thomann, Harley Benton is made by Thomann. They're in the EU, based in Germany, I believe. So when I got the unit, I got the power brick, and I got the power cable. The power cable itself is EU only, so I couldn't use it because I didn't have an adapter. The back-end power cable that comes off of the brick is an ICE 320C5. It's kind of small, right? I've seen it most on laptops. The thing that I have a lot of is the ICE C13s, the big ones. Power computers, they power my monitors, they power everything, right? I have a ton of those. I wish they would have found a way to incorporate that in there, but I think what the problem with that was the brick. They wanted to keep it small because they wanted to keep it portable. So I think that's where that issue ran in there. That was one issue we had, but I had to order from Amazon. I had to order me a little EU to US conversion. That was the easiest way I found it, and I had to wait for it to come in, so I had a little bit of startup to power it. So once I got it powered, I installed the software. You get the software, you go to the Harley Benton page under DNAfx, and you can find it down there. Same thing with the manual. You can find it there. Now, on Windows, I have Windows 10, and when I installed it, there's an option to click, put the icon for the editing software. You can put it on the desktop. I don't like keeping icons on my desktop, so I didn't click it. So when I went to find it, I could not find the software. It was not in the start menu, and it wasn't in there if you searched for it. So I had to go to the exe. I had to go find the exe in the directory where I installed it, and it was like, in my Z drive, Z/program files 86/Thomann is where I found it. So it's different on Mac, because Mac it'll be right there, in Finder in your programs. So if you're using Windows, make sure you click to add it to your desktop, just so you can open it for the first time. And I pin everything in my taskbar, so that's how I had to do it. So once I did all of that, I was able to get everything up and running. Sorry for talking. I just kind of want to share that with you. So if you are not located in the EU, make sure you have an adapter wherever you are in the world, because Thomann's not going to send you one. And the USB cable, you're not going to get one of those in the box either, which is fine. A lot of people don't send those anyway. Make sure you have one to connect it to your computer, because I love dialing in patches from the computer on the software. I do it all the time. LikesAndDislikes. It's just really easy for me. I'm just very used to it. So, enough of me talking. Let's check out the software myself. Just kind of want to show you a nice little low gain patch, because we're getting into some high gain stuff right after this. The way this works is you have You have a bunch of presets up here. I'm going to do a whole video playing through the presets. I'm going to do a lot of different stuff with this unit. Right now, I'm just trying to give you a quick overview and let you see how it sounds, just to see how it sounds. So the way it works is you have a number and you have 4 different banks in that number. So you have preset 33, bank A, bank B, bank C, etc. So now we're going to move on to the Soldano, which is called the soldier in here. Cab I'm using the core, the cab that goes with the amp. You're going to see that for a lot of this. I'm using the cab that goes with the amp because I find it just kind of sounds a lot better that way. This is your noise gate. This is your compressor, your wah. You can see up here, you can do volume or expression. Most of everything I have it on volume, just because it makes things a lot easier. And it's the default one is tied to the volume, so make sure you have the pedal all the way forward if your out meter is not working, because that happened to me. Noise gate, the Tommy drive. This is the Timmy, is what it's mapped after. I just find that sounded the best. I use that for most everything. Cab, corresponding cab. I have the high cut on here. EQ. They kind of disappoint in EQ. There's no 8-band EQ. I'm so used to using 8-band EQ and kicking out 8K, which I wish I would have been able to done on here. But the EQs are a lot left. They leave a lot to be desired, to be honest with you. Okay, let's hear the Soldano, also called this. That's a Soldano. Now look, the high cut and this cab block is absolutely important. This is without the high cut. I find this tames it and it gets a lot of way of that hiss. The Soldano is not a very good example of it because it doesn't really have a whole lot of highs. This is more like a mid-focused amp. Okay, this is how you save your presets, right? It is a floppy disk. I don't know how many of you have ever used floppy disk before. I'm pretty sure my generation is the last generation that used floppy disk. You hit that, it should just say save right here. And also, I really wish you would have like another icon that says, oh, your patch has been edited, to show you that it's edited, that you need to save it, because it kind of doesn't. So maybe that's some improvements that can come to software, which I'm sure that'd be very easy to do. Now let's move on to the 5153. There is no PV 5150 block letter. There's not the 1 or the 2 in here, which is kind of disappointing because these two are very different amps. Yes, the high cut's actually stayed in here. And there we go. Just kind of giving you a showing you what I did for this amp. Okay, let's. $5150 sounds great in here. It has lots and lots of mids in it. Come in here and you can see the threshold. And as you go up, it makes the amp quiet. Cool, gonna save that. That's 5153. Let's move over to the triple recto. I know I keep harping on that high cut, but it's so important because it shapes your sound so much. So I'm gonna turn it off and then I'll turn it on. You want that fizz out when you have a recto. That's why I turn the drive off so you can see the difference in it. It's tied to expression. I think I had the wah on here. Yeah, I did. Let me show you this pedal. Let's see if this works. So glad I set that up earlier. You can set the different parameters. So you come right here to expression, you can set that, and you can change it to volume right here too, if you want. Or expression, you can change it to either one. I'm glad I had that set up so I could show it to you. Once again, I'm gonna go into more in depth in that another video. I don't want this video to be 30 minutes, so I'm trying to keep it nice and tight. You have two different amps, cabs with the Recto, right? You have cab A and you have cab B. One's oversized and I think one's slanted, I believe. It's in the manual. I don't want to waste time going through the manual because I want to make this thing nice and tight. Like, once again, you can get the manual from the Harley Benton page, and you can read through it there. Now we're gonna be looking at the Engl Savage. I didn't make one with Powerball. Powerball is not really my thing. Once again, gonna mess with the high cut. Gonna show you how that is. This amp's very mid focused. Engl one here, the Savage, I like it. It sounds great. Once again, everything, as you can see, everything is similar that I have set up, and I am using the corresponding cab that comes with it. Now let's move on to the Freidman. This is based on a Marshall, by the way, a highly modified, highly tuned Marshall from Mr. Dave Freidman. Freidman, not a Freeman, it's Freidman. Gordon Freidman is right here, and you have Dave Freidman, who made the amp that it's based off of. Once again, all the same. Show you the EQ. You can mess with the high cut a little bit on here, but this amp is very dark. This is based on a Marshall. I like the Freidman. You have the clean and you have the distortion. Obviously, I'll use the distortion here. Let's save that. Now, like I was saying before, you can load in your third-party IRs, right? And this tube right here, I don't know what this is, okay? I don't know if this is the power section for the main amp. I don't think it is. I don't believe it is. I think this is like the power coloring for the cab. It's very confusing. The controls for the IRs, to tell you the truth, cabs, I need more of them. This needs to be improved because, like, you can't really affect anything because this IR and the other IRs, see the Kali IRs I have in here, DGD, Kali, and Zilla, they sound fantastic when I'm using them in other, in my DAW or my X-Fix, but in here they sound really weird for some reason. So I'll play you a little bit and I'll turn on the tube and show you how to fix it sound. don't know if I did something wrong, but I tried every different setup hertz-wise for the session. You know, I tried 44.1, I tried 48, I tried different bits. 44.1 24-bit is what it likes. That's what it said in the manual. Try different ones. I find it sounds the best when you turn the tube on right here. This is kind of just, I think it's just like a power amp for this. It's like a coloring. I'm very confused by it, to tell you the truth. I looked in the manual and I couldn't really find any information on it. If you know information on it, tell me in the comments, please. I would love to know. Inform everybody. Inform me. And I always put room volume on there to give it a little bit of breath. If you want to make your patches louder, you can mess with the level right here. So if you want to make like a lead patch, which that's the last thing we're going to check out, is a lead patch that I made for you guys. Did it off the Freidman. I just have some delay, digital delay, and some room reverb. Very, very simple stuff there. Going to go to my neck pickup for that using the Freidman, and I'm using the corresponding cab because, like I said, the corresponding cabs just seem to sound better. Let's check out the lead tone. Alright, that's some lead playing for you. The lead tone on here, it sounds great. I do like the effects on it. I use the Freidman just because it wasn't overly bright, and it comes out great. Because sometimes when you add delay and reverb, you get a little bit of brightness in there. So, guys, we've come to the end of the video. I tried to keep this as short as possible. Let's wrap some things up. Some things I like about it. I like that you have USB recording. I'm reading off my notes. You have USB recording on there. I like that it's aluminum case. It's very sturdy. The expression pedal is good. I like the display. I like all the outputs in the front. I like that you have a software with it. Some things that can be improved upon. When you turn it on right here, the power knob is very small for me. The power button. I wish it was a little bit bigger. That's just a little bit of nitpicking right there. The software install, like I covered before, that was very weird and kind of a little hard to navigate. The plug, that was kind of an issue for me. Being able to use USB recording, that was told as a highly sought after thing on this. There's no drivers for it yet that I've seen. It says in the manual that you can visit download the drivers. They're not out yet as of 1/15/22 when I'm filming this. Hopefully they come soon, and it would be a cinch to record over USB. But for now, you have to go through ASIO for all to get it to work. There's no native drivers for it. So that's going to wrap up things. 3, 2, 1. So that is going to wrap everything up on this DNA GiT Pro. I do like this unit a lot. I think it's cool. I think it has a lot of potential. I think things are going to get better with it. I think things can get better through the software. I think it can be updated a little bit. I'm going to keep this for a while, so I'm looking forward to the updates that are going to come with it. I'm going to make a lot of videos. I'm going to compare it to the Axe. I'm going to equalize the IR situation and take it off of the units so we can do it through a DAW so you can hear how that sounds. But guys, what do you think about the DNAfx GiT Pro? Do you have one? Are you going to get one? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you thought this video was cool. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I hope to help some of you who are thinking about purchasing this and you want to hear how it sounds. I hope to help you out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and checking out this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.